Gold is a substance that has fascinated humans for millennia. We've sought it, we've mined it, we've crafted it into beautiful artifacts, and we've used it to signify wealth, power, and status. Yet the story of gold is much deeper than just a material object. Gold tells us everything if we are willing to listen. It speaks to the heart of our humanity, to our desires, our aspirations, and even our spiritual journey. It is a mirror to our deepest longings, a reflection of who we are and who we can become. Let us think of gold, not just as a metal, but as a symbol, a metaphor for what we truly value in life. When we look at gold, we don't simply see a shiny, lustrous metal. We see our desire for security, our search for meaning, and our pursuit of excellence. Just as gold is refined, so too is our character forged in the fire of life's challenges. The gold we see today is not the same gold that was dug from the earth centuries ago. It has undergone a process, an intentional refining, a transformation from raw ore to something pure, something valuable. And in this process, there is a lesson for us all. What if I told you that gold was not just a symbol of wealth, but also of wisdom? Gold's worth is not determined by its surface shine, but by its intrinsic value. How many of us chase after things that glitter and sparkle, thinking they will bring us fulfillment, only to discover that they are fleeting? The world is full of superficial glitter, the kind of things that catch our eye for a moment but do not last. Just like the surface of gold, what we see at first may be appealing, but it's only when we dive deeper that we realize its true worth. Gold teaches us that it is not what we see on the outside that matters. It is what's inside that counts. The deeper the reflection, the more profound the revelation. Life has a way of testing us, doesn't it? We are all in some way being refined. We are being shaped by our experiences, our challenges, our losses, and our victories. Every moment that feels like pressure, every hardship we face is part of a process, a refining process, much like the gold in the furnace. The fire of life's trials does not destroy us, rather it purifies us. It burns away the impurities and reveals our true character. But this is not an easy journey. Just as gold must endure intense heat to become pure, so too must we endure hardships to reach our fullest potential. The more pressure, the more refining, the more we shine. That pressure is not our enemy, it is our opportunity. Now consider the value of gold. Throughout history, it has been used as a standard of value. People have traded it, hoarded it, and coveted it. But what makes gold valuable? Is it the metal itself, or is it the fact that it represents something deeper, something that cannot be easily quantified? Gold is valuable not because of its weight or its color, but because of what it represents. It represents our dreams, our ambitions, our goals. It represents the potential we see in ourselves and in others. When we chase after gold, we are really chasing after something much greater. We are chasing after the possibility of becoming the best version of ourselves. But let's not forget, gold is not easy to come by. It is hidden deep within the earth, and it takes time, effort, and patience to extract it. In the same way, the most valuable aspects of our lives, the qualities we desire, the goals we set, the dreams we aspire to, are often hidden beneath the surface. To find them, we must dig deep. We must be willing to put in the work, to search relentlessly, and to be patient in the process. Gold does not come to those who are unwilling to dig. It does not come to those who give up easily or settle for the superficial. The treasure is found only by those who persist, by those who refuse to be discouraged by the obstacles they face. And just as gold is extracted from the earth through a process of separation, so too are the valuable qualities of our lives revealed through the trials we face. The pressures, the hardships, and the challenges are not here to destroy us. They are here to reveal what is already within us. They are here to show us what we are truly made of, We have a tendency to think that difficulties are a sign of failure, but in reality, they are often a sign of progress. The more pressure we feel, the closer we are to being shaped into the people we are meant to be. You see, we often look at the outward success of others and covet what they have without understanding the process they've gone through. We look at the finished product, the glistening gold, and forget the fire that it endured to get there. But let us not be deceived by appearances. Gold is refined in the fire, and so too are we. Every difficulty, every trial is part of a greater purpose, a purpose that will ultimately bring us closer to our true selves. Now, let us think about the importance of refining in the context of relationships. Just like gold is tested in the fire, so too are our relationships tested by the trials of life. In moments of hardship, we are forced to confront the truth of our connections with others. It is easy to love someone when everything is going well, but true love, true commitment is forged in the fire of adversity. It is only when we face difficulties together that we discover the strength of our relationships. Like gold, relationships must be refined, purified through time and patience. They must withstand the heat, the pressure, and the challenges that life throws at them. Only then can they shine with true beauty. And what about our dreams and aspirations? How often do we find ourselves discouraged because we haven't yet reached our goals? How often do we feel like we are running out of time or that we are not making progress fast enough? But like gold, dreams require time and persistence. We cannot expect instant results. Gold takes time to form, and so do our dreams. The path to success is not always linear. It is often winding, filled with setbacks and detours. But those who continue to press forward, who continue to refine their skills and character, will eventually find the treasure they seek. The key is not to rush the process, but to trust it. Trust that every step, every challenge, every moment of struggle is part of the greater refining process that will lead you to your destiny. And so I challenge you to think about the gold in your own life. What is it that you are pursuing? What is it that you desire? What is it that you value? Is it something that will stand the test of time, or is it something that will fade as quickly as it appeared? Just as gold requires effort to be extracted, so too do the things that matter in life. It is not enough to want success or happiness. We must be willing to work for it, to endure the heat and to trust the process. In the end, it is not the gold itself that will matter most, but the person we become in the pursuit of it. The journey, the refining, the transformation, this is what truly matters. We all have gold within us. We all have the potential to shine, to grow, and to become the people we are meant to be. But it will not happen without effort. It will not happen without pressure. It will not happen without transformation. So when you find yourself in the fire, when life seems to be testing you, challenging you, refining you, remember this: you are becoming something beautiful. You are becoming pure gold. And in the end, that is what truly matters. So keep pressing forward, keep digging deep, keep refining, and watch as you become the gold you were always meant to be. Gold teaches us that true worth isn't about external appearances, but about what lies beneath the surface. Just as gold is refined in fire, our character, dreams, and relationships are shaped and strengthened through life's challenges and trials. It's not the glitter that matters, but the depth and integrity we cultivate from within. The journey to success, like the extraction of gold, requires dedication, hard work, and time. We often face setbacks, but those who persist and remain patient will eventually find the treasure they seek. Gold, both literal and metaphorical, is discovered through consistent effort, resilience, and the willingness to endure hardship. Just as gold is purified in extreme heat, the most valuable qualities in our lives, wisdom, love, success, are refined through trials and pressure. It's in the moments of adversity that our true strength and potential are revealed. Every challenge we face is part of the process that shapes us into something valuable, and in the end, we emerge as a more refined version of ourselves. Gold has always been more than just a precious metal. It has been a symbol, a measure of worth, and a standard of value across various cultures and societies. But when we look deeper, gold represents something far greater than mere material wealth. It stands as a powerful metaphor for inner value, for the deeper qualities that define our true worth as human beings. Gold, when viewed through this lens, serves as a reminder that our intrinsic value is not determined by what we present to the world, but by the qualities we nurture and cultivate within ourselves. In its purest form, gold is a rare and enduring element. It resists tarnish, maintains its luster over time, and has an enduring value that transcends the rise and fall of civilizations. In this way, gold mirrors the value of those internal qualities that are of lasting importance: kindness, integrity, wisdom, and resilience. These qualities, like gold, are not always visible at first glance, but they define who we are and what we bring to the world. True value is not based on external appearances, not on the superficial traits that often dominate our interactions, but on the qualities that reside deep within us. Just as gold is valued for its purity and rarity, so too is the inner value of a person found in the purity of their heart and the depth of their character. Consider how gold is mined. It is not simply found lying on the surface of the earth. It is often hidden deep beneath the soil, requiring significant effort, time, and determination to extract. Similarly, our true value is not something that is readily apparent to others or even to ourselves at first. It is buried beneath layers of doubt, fear, and external pressures, and it requires introspection, self-awareness, and inner work to uncover. Just as a gold miner must sift through dirt, rock, and rubble to find the precious metal, we too must work through the challenges and struggles of life to discover our true worth. It takes time to dig deep, to look within, and to separate the distractions of the world from the enduring qualities that truly define us. In this process of discovery, we are often faced with discomfort and uncertainty. But it is through these struggles that our value is refined and clarified. Gold must endure intense heat to be purified. The heat melts the metal, removing the impurities and leaving behind the pure gold. Similarly, we often face trials, pressures, and challenges in life that seem unbearable at times, but these experiences are what shape us, what purify us, and what reveal our true potential. It is in the furnace of adversity that we are molded into the best versions of ourselves. The hardships we face, whether in our relationships, our careers, or our personal growth, are not obstacles to be feared, but opportunities for growth and self-discovery. They serve as the heat that refines our character, burning away what is not essential and revealing the gold within. This refining process is not always immediate, nor is it easy. Just as gold mining and refining require patience and perseverance, so too does the journey towards self-realization and the discovery of our inner value. We cannot expect immediate results, and we cannot rush the process. Just as the miner must wait for the right moment to extract the gold from the earth, we must also wait for the right moments in our lives to uncover and refine our inner value. The work may be slow and painstaking, but it is worth every ounce of effort, because in the end, the gold we discover within ourselves is more valuable than any external reward or recognition. Moreover, gold's enduring value is not dependent on its external condition. A gold coin, a gold ring, or a gold bar may become scratched, weathered, or worn over time, but its inherent value remains unchanged. The same is true of our inner value. No matter what external circumstances may alter our lives, our true worth remains constant. Life may leave scars, both physical and emotional, but these scars do not diminish our value. Instead, they become part of our story, part of the journey that has shaped us into who we are. The trials we face, the mistakes we make, and the lessons we learn all add to the richness of our experience. Just as gold, even in its worn state, retains its value, so too does our inner worth remain intact despite the challenges we face. One of the most important aspects of gold as a symbol of inner value is that it is not easily corrupted. Gold does not rust or decay like other metals, and this resistance to corrosion makes it a lasting symbol of endurance and strength. In the same way, the qualities that define our true worth, compassion, integrity, honesty, and resilience, are not easily diminished by external influences. In a world that often values superficial beauty, material success, and instant gratification, these inner qualities may seem undervalued or overlooked. However, like gold, they endure. They do not fade with time, nor do they lose their value in the face of adversity. These qualities are the foundation of our true selves, and they remain steadfast no matter what the world throws our way. In fact, it is in the face of adversity that these qualities shine the brightest. Just as gold's true beauty is revealed only after it has been purified, so too do the qualities that define us as human beings shine brightest in the face of difficulty. It is easy to be kind and generous when life is smooth and free from challenges, but it is in the midst of hardship and times of loss, disappointment, or struggle that our true character is revealed. It is when we are tested by life's difficulties that the gold of our inner value is exposed. In these moments, we have the opportunity to display our strength, to show our resilience, and to offer compassion, even when it is difficult. Gold, as a symbol of inner value, also serves as a reminder that our worth is not determined by what others think of us or how society measures success. Just as gold's value is intrinsic and not dependent on external opinions, so too is our worth independent of the judgments or expectations of others. The world may try to place value on us based on our achievements, our appearance, or our possessions, but these are fleeting and unreliable measures of worth. True value lies in the essence of who we are and the qualities that define us as individuals. No matter how the world perceives us, our inner worth is constant, steadfast, and unchanging. It is important to remember, though, that just as gold requires careful handling and attention, so too does our inner value. The gold within us must be nurtured, cared for, and protected. If we neglect our inner qualities, if we allow fear, doubt, or negativity to dominate our lives, we risk losing touch with the gold that resides within us. Just as gold must be mined, purified, and maintained, so too must we be intentional in cultivating our inner value. It requires mindfulness, reflection, and a commitment to growth. We must actively choose to nurture our qualities of kindness, wisdom, compassion, and integrity. These qualities do not develop by accident, nor do they appear without effort. They must be cultivated through conscious action, through daily choices that align with our values and beliefs. In this sense, gold becomes not just a symbol of our inherent worth, but a call to action. It reminds us that we must be intentional in our pursuit of self-discovery and personal growth. We must be willing to invest the time and effort needed to uncover and refine the gold within us. We must not allow ourselves to be distracted by the fleeting glitter of external accomplishments or material success, but instead focus on the qualities that endure and define our true worth. When we look at gold, we are reminded that true value is not found in what we can see on the surface, but in what lies beneath. Gold is a symbol of inner strength, of the qualities that make us who we are at our core. It teaches us that our worth is not determined by external measures, but by the depth of our character, the integrity of our actions, and the purity of our hearts. Just as gold must be mined, purified, and refined, so too must we embark on a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. This journey is not always easy, but it is worth every step because in the end, the gold we uncover within ourselves is more valuable than anything else we could ever possess. Persistence and patience are two of the most powerful forces that can guide us through life's challenges. They are often the keys to success and achievement, especially when we are faced with obstacles or periods of doubt. While talent, luck, and opportunity may play roles in one's journey, it is persistence and patience that truly set apart those who succeed from those who do not. These two qualities, though often overlooked or underestimated, are foundational to the process of growth and personal development. Together, they create an unstoppable force, one that can carry us through the toughest of times and help us to reach heights we once thought impossible. The power of persistence lies in its ability to keep us moving forward, even when the road ahead seems long and difficult. It is the act of continuing to take steps, no matter how small, even when we feel as though progress is minimal or even non-existent. Persistence is the refusal to give up, to stop trying, or to lose hope in the face of adversity. It is the quiet resolve that keeps us moving, one foot in front of the other, until we eventually reach our goal. This trait allows us to push through moments of frustration, confusion, and failure. It is the belief that every setback is simply a part of the journey, not a final destination. If we look at the great achievements in history, we often see persistence at the core of success. Take the example of Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. His persistence in the face of repeated failure became a defining characteristic of his character. He didn't see each failure as a reason to stop, but as one more step toward finding a solution. This attitude of relentless effort is what allowed him to succeed where others might have quit. Edison's story teaches us that the path to success is not always smooth, and the road can be filled with obstacles. But it is the willingness to keep going, no matter the challenges, that leads to great accomplishments. Persistence is not just about staying the course. It is about maintaining a sense of purpose and a belief in the process. When we set a goal, whether it is personal, professional, or creative, we must believe that the work we are putting in will eventually pay off. It is easy to lose sight of our goals when progress is slow or when the work feels tedious. But persistence teaches us to stay committed to the long-term vision. It reminds us that all worthwhile endeavors take time, effort, and dedication. If we embrace persistence, we are better equipped to face the inevitable setbacks and disappointments that come with trying something new or pursuing a challenging goal. However, persistence alone is not enough. Patience is equally important in ensuring that we remain on course and do not become discouraged or overwhelmed by the process. Patience is the ability to wait for results without becoming frustrated or disheartened. It is the calm understanding that things will unfold in their own time, even if they do not happen as quickly as we would like. While persistence drives us to keep going, patience gives us the peace of mind to understand that growth is a process, not an event. It reminds us that all good things take time, and sometimes the most important work is happening behind the scenes, out of view. Patience is especially vital when it comes to achieving long-term goals. Whether we are trying to build a business, develop a skill, or grow in our personal lives, results rarely come overnight. There are periods of waiting, of uncertainty, and of slow progress. These moments can be difficult, and it's tempting to give up or change course when we don't see immediate results. But patience teaches us that persistence over time leads to growth. The things that are truly worth having, the achievements, the relationships, the success, are often the result of sustained effort over an extended period. Without patience, we risk rushing the process, abandoning important steps, or missing the lessons that come with the journey. When we combine persistence and patience, we begin to see the long-term benefits of our efforts. The act of persisting in our goals is sustained by the patience we have in the process. Just as a seed requires time to grow into a tree, so too do our efforts need time to yield results. There is no shortcut to success, no way to bypass the hard work and effort that are required. But when we embrace both persistence and patience, we allow ourselves to experience the growth that occurs over time. We give ourselves permission to learn from mistakes, to make adjustments, and to continue forward with confidence. Consider the metaphor of a sculptor working with a block of marble. The sculptor's work is not immediate, nor is it without setbacks. It takes time to chisel away at the stone, each strike of the hammer revealing a little more of the masterpiece hidden within. The process is slow, and at times the sculptor may feel as though the block of marble is not yielding as expected. However, persistence is the sculptor's ability to continue shaping the stone despite these challenges, while patience allows them to trust that with time, the figure they envision will begin to take shape. The beauty of the final work comes from both the persistent effort and the patience required to bring it into being. Persistence and patience are also crucial when we face difficulties that seem insurmountable. Life is full of unexpected challenges, health issues, financial setbacks, personal losses that can test our resolve. In these moments, it is easy to lose hope or to feel as though we are not making progress. Yet it is precisely during these difficult times that persistence and patience become most important. When we face adversity, persistence drives us to keep going, to take one more step, even when we feel exhausted or defeated. Patience, on the other hand, helps us to stay calm and centered, to trust that the struggles we face are temporary and that better times lie ahead. Together, persistence and patience form a powerful combination that helps us overcome even the toughest challenges. The importance of persistence and patience is also reflected in the natural world. If we look at the growth of a tree, for example, we see that it does not grow overnight. It starts as a small seed and takes years to reach its full height. During this time, the tree faces numerous challenges, storms, droughts, and diseases, but it persists, growing slowly but steadily. In the same way, our lives and dreams require time to unfold. We cannot rush the process of growth. Just as a tree needs time to grow and develop its roots, so too do our own aspirations and goals need time to take root in our lives. When we practice patience, we allow ourselves to grow at a natural pace, understanding that the best outcomes are often the result of gradual progress. Persistence and patience are also interconnected with the idea of delayed gratification. In a world that often values instant rewards and quick fixes, it can be tempting to abandon long-term goals in favor of immediate satisfaction. However, the true power of persistence and patience lies in the ability to delay gratification and focus on the bigger picture. Those who are able to resist the urge for immediate rewards and keep their eyes on the long-term goal are the ones who achieve lasting success. They understand that the most valuable things in life take time to build, and they are willing to wait for the rewards that come with hard work, dedication, and resilience. While the value of persistence and patience is often acknowledged in theory, putting these principles into practice is not always easy. It requires a mindset shift, a move away from instant gratification and toward the understanding that success, fulfillment, and growth take time. This shift is not always comfortable. It challenges us to be patient with ourselves and others, to trust in the process, and to keep going when things get tough. But it is this very shift in mindset that allows us to harness the power of persistence and patience to create meaningful and lasting change in our lives. As we continue on our individual journeys, we must remember that persistence and patience are not just abstract concepts, but practical tools that can help us navigate life's challenges. These qualities are not just necessary for achieving great success, but for living a fulfilled and meaningful life. They allow us to remain steady in our course, to trust in our abilities, and to keep going even when the path ahead is unclear. With persistence and patience, we can weather any storm, climb any mountain, and achieve any goal we set our minds to. The power of these qualities lies not in their immediate impact, but in their ability to create long-term transformation, to turn dreams into reality, and to help us become the best versions of ourselves. Transformation is an inevitable part of the human experience, and it is often through the most challenging and difficult trials that we are molded into who we are meant to become. Life is full of uncertainties and obstacles, and while we may not always have control over the trials we face, we do have control over how we respond to them. It is through the trials and adversities we encounter that we are given the opportunity for personal growth and transformation. These difficult times are not only challenges to overcome, but are, in many ways, the very catalysts that ignite change and push us toward greater versions of ourselves. The process of transformation through trials is not always easy, and it often involves deep pain, loss, and uncertainty. However, when we allow ourselves to embrace these trials and face them head on, we open ourselves to the possibility of profound growth. Transformation through trials does not happen overnight, and it does not happen without struggle. But when we look at the entirety of our lives and reflect on the trials we've faced, we realize that each one has contributed to our development, shaping us in ways we might never have imagined. Consider the process of refining gold, one of nature's most valuable metals. Gold is extracted from the earth, often buried in rocks and dirt. For the gold to shine and show its true value, it must undergo a long, difficult refining process. It must be heated in a furnace to remove impurities. The heat is intense and the process can be painful, but without it, the gold remains dull and hidden. Similarly, in our lives, trials serve as the heat that purifies and refines us. They burn away the parts of ourselves that no longer serve us, leaving behind the true essence of who we are. Just as the gold becomes more brilliant and valuable after the refining process, so do we become stronger, wiser, and more resilient after enduring life's trials. In many ways, trials act as mirrors, reflecting the areas of our lives that need attention or improvement. When we are faced with adversity, we are forced to confront our weaknesses, fears, and limitations. This confrontation may be uncomfortable and even painful, but it is a necessary part of the transformation process. We are often forced to examine our beliefs, our habits, and our priorities. Sometimes, this process reveals aspects of ourselves that we may not have fully understood or acknowledged. While it can be tempting to avoid or deny these difficult truths, it is only by acknowledging and addressing them that we can begin to grow and transform. It is through our struggles that we gain the strength to rise above the circumstances that initially seem overwhelming. The process of transformation often requires us to step outside of our comfort zones and into the unknown. It requires us to let go of old ways of thinking and being, allowing space for something new to emerge. In the face of adversity, we are often given the chance to develop new skills, build new strengths, and cultivate resilience. Just as a tree's roots grow deeper in the face of wind and storm, we too can grow stronger in the face of challenges. Our ability to adapt, learn, and grow is what allows us to emerge from our trials transformed. And it is through these experiences that we develop the resilience to face future challenges with greater confidence and wisdom. Transformation through trials also requires us to have faith in the process. It is easy to feel defeated when we are in the midst of hardship, and it can be difficult to see how things will ever improve. And yet it is during these times that we must trust that there is a larger purpose to the difficulties we are experiencing. Even though we may not see it at the time, trials are often the stepping stones to our greatest breakthroughs. When we maintain faith in the midst of trials, we allow ourselves to be open to the possibility of growth and change, even when the path ahead seems unclear. Faith gives us the courage to keep moving forward, knowing that the trials we face are shaping us for something greater. One of the most profound aspects of transformation through trials is the way in which it deepens our empathy and understanding of others. When we go through our own struggles and challenges, we develop a greater sense of compassion for others who are experiencing similar difficulties. Trials have a way of humbling us, making us realize that we are not alone in our struggles. We come to understand that everyone faces challenges in some form, And it is through our shared experiences of adversity that we are able to connect with one another on a deeper level. This empathy allows us to build stronger, more supportive relationships and to offer kindness and understanding to others who may be going through their own trials. In this way, trials not only transform us individually, but also enhance our ability to contribute positively to the lives of others. The concept of transformation through trials is not a new one. Throughout history, countless individuals have undergone personal transformations as a result of the difficulties they have faced. Some of the most iconic figures in history have emerged stronger and more resilient from their trials. Nelson Mandela, for example, spent 27 years in prison, yet it was through this period of adversity that he emerged as a leader of immense strength and wisdom. His transformation from a prisoner to a global symbol of freedom and justice was catalyzed by his ability to endure and rise above the hardships he faced. His life is a testament to the fact that trials, while painful, have the power to shape us into leaders, visionaries, and agents of change. Similarly, the story of Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, shows how transformative trials can be. Frankl endured unimaginable suffering in Nazi concentration camps. Yet it was through these trials that he developed his philosophy of logotherapy, which emphasizes finding meaning in suffering. Frankl's ability to find purpose, even in the most brutal of circumstances, allowed him to survive and ultimately thrive. His experiences of loss and suffering led him to a deeper understanding of human resilience and the importance of finding meaning in life's struggles. Frankl's transformation through his trials demonstrates how adversity, when faced with the right mindset, can lead to profound personal growth. In our own lives, we often face trials that challenge our faith, our resolve, and our sense of self. It may be the loss of a loved one, a health crisis, the end of a relationship, or the loss of a job. These are difficult, painful moments that can feel as though they are breaking us. However, it is in these very moments that we have the opportunity to experience transformation. The pain we feel is not a sign that we are being destroyed, but rather that we are being reshaped. Just as the sculptor chips away at the marble to reveal a masterpiece, the trials we endure shape and refine us into stronger, more compassionate individuals. As we navigate through life's trials, it is important to remember that transformation is a process, not a single event. It is a gradual unfolding, often happening in ways we cannot immediately see or understand. The growth we experience through trials may not always be obvious in the moment, and it may take time for us to fully grasp the lessons and strengths that we have gained. But when we look back at the challenges we have overcome, we can often see the ways in which they have shaped us, giving us the tools and the perspective to face future difficulties with greater strength and grace. Transformation through trials also teaches us the importance of perspective. When we are in the midst of hardship, it can be easy to focus solely on the pain and struggle. However, when we take a step back and look at the bigger picture, we may realize that the challenges we face are a necessary part of our growth. In the moment, it may be difficult to understand why things are happening the way they are, but with time, we often gain clarity and insight. The key is to trust in the process and to remain open to the lessons that trials offer. When we approach our difficulties with the mindset that they are opportunities for growth, we can transform our pain into wisdom and our struggles into strength. Transformation through trials is not about avoiding difficulty or escaping pain. It is about embracing the challenges we face and allowing them to shape us into better versions of ourselves. The trials we endure are not obstacles to our happiness, but opportunities for growth, resilience, and strength. Through these trials, we are given the chance to become the people we are meant to be. The process is not easy, but it is through this transformation that we are able to rise above adversity and emerge stronger, wiser, and more compassionate than we were before. Trials are not just hardships to endure. They are the crucibles in which our true strength and potential are revealed.